The Denver Audubon is a non-profit organization that is within Chatfield State Park and promotes the conservation of birds and their habitats while educating the community about the importance of birds in the ecosystem. Collegiate Academy and 15 to 20 other schools participate in educational activities on site and are impacted by the issue we chose to focus on. Additionally, it has positive impacts on everyday park enjoyers. There is a beaver dam between the Blackbird and Muskrat ponds. It is causing a disruption in the natural flow of water between the ponds, which can have negative effects on the health of the ecosystem by limiting the flow of water between the ponds, which reduces the amount of wetland habitat. The reason it's bad is because macroinvertebrates like to live in the shallow water. It also lowers the level of the boardwalk, which is designed to float on the water, making it a safety hazard. Schools utilize the pond for outdoor education lessons, such as studying the macroinvertebrates to learn how to identify a difference between a healthy and a non-healthy body of water. But with the state the ponds are currently in, they are no longer able to be used effectively. The dam also caused the water level to drop. The boardwalk was designed to be floating, but when it wasn't floating, the structural integrity was compromised, which caused the center of the boardwalk to partially collapse, which made it unsafe to walk on. Our strategy to help the Audubon is to allow water to flow between these two ponds through a permanent flow device. This is a pipe that would allow water to go from one area to the other. There is a filter at the intake of this pipe that keeps sticks from clogging up the pipe and beavers from stopping it. The outlet is downstream where beavers pay little attention to. However, for extra precaution, we would like to construct a keystone fence around the outlet. This has edges where beavers could build dams, but they are long enough where by the time the beavers get to the edge of the fence to build near the front, they are too far from the source of running water and they will stop building.
We had help from Aaron Hall, a beaver biologist from Defenders of Wildlife, who helped to revise and develop our plan. He works to protect species and utilizes beavers and their ecosystem to help the environment. We were told that the original proposition might require special permits from the Army Corps of Engineers. Regarding the 404 and the 408 process, we did some research and we thought we could essentially work around getting both of the permits, which would start to get the show on the road much sooner. The 404 by the Army Corps of Engineers says that they control the navigable waters and wetlands. The connecting ponds of water prohibit any use of recreational boating or swimming, and it is spring-fed from an underwater spring, and we didn't think the area was a wetland because the dam had dried it up. Once our plan was revised, we presented our plan of action to Jason Anderson, Senior Park Resource Technician at Chatfield. Jason said that in order to implement our solution, we would need to complete the 404 permit through the USA COE. He suggested an alternate plan before we executed our own. He thought that we should improve the flow by clearing the area of cattails and then implement the trench solution, disassembling the beaver dam. The parks didn't believe the beaver dam was causing the water to stop flowing between the ponds, so we had to try their solution to prove the beavers were the root of the issue before we could move forward with our original idea. We worked with many stakeholders in order to attempt to complete the solution, such as Aaron Hall, the biologist, Emily Hertz, who is the school programs manager for Audubon, who we have had many meetings with, Jason Anderson, who is in charge of making decisions about Chatfield, Mike Aceta, who is park technician and helped us come up with solutions, and Earth Force, who is an organization that agreed to help fund our project.
To recap, these are all the things we have done. We were given different problems that the Audubon faced. We did a debate on the issues. We chose to fix the beaver problem, did research and created slides. We made a basic plan where we would have placed a large pipe straight through the beaver dam to connect the water sources without disturbing the beavers. Spoke with experts and stakeholders from Chatfield State Park, Audubon, Defenders of Wildlife, and Chatfield Stables. Went to the beaver dam site to get hands-on experience and measurements with Aaron Hall. We later revised our plan with Aaron Hall's advice to shorten the pipe, make it flexible, and add cages on both ends so that it wouldn't get clogged. This plan would still connect the two bodies of water, but would be more permanent than our first plan. We created a presentation to get the proposal approved by Chatfield. They liked our idea, but were worried about the permitting process and asked us to attempt a cup trench in order to avoid any permits that may be needed by the Corps. We spent 2 days breaking down sections of the dam and removing cattails to allow water to flow through. We later checked up on the site to realize that the beavers have rebuilt the section we took down. We learned that the best permanent solution would be the flow device we had planned with Aaron Hall. We are now waiting for permission from the parks to move forward with our original plan, since we have proved that a more aggressive strategy is needed. We applied to RISE so we can have the materials ready to implement our pond leveler, once the park realizes that the beavers will follow their natural order of life and the dam will be rebuilt.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace!